Hey everyone, and welcome back. I have a really long overdue video, which is a candle empties video. I have not done one of these videos in probably, I don't know, I'd have to look, but I know it's over like 6 months. I'm gonna aim closer to like a year since I've done one of these. I have not unfortunately been able to save every candle I've used in the last year. I've kept quite a few, and quite honestly, I just need to like start fresh. Same thing with my empties. I have an entire bag of stuff that I could share with you guys, but a lot of it is so old that like I don't know if it's something that I don't use religiously and haven't repurchased. I can't really give you a great review on it. So I'm just going to send that to the recycling along with these empty candles and just kind of start fresh. I've already been collecting fresh empties for like beauty and household and skincare and things like that. In a different basket so that when the time comes to do that video, which probably the next like week or so, I have a really good idea of what I've used up in the past like month or so. So don't mind me, I am enjoying a cup of coffee while I film this. It's really snowy outside. I hope you guys like this setup. I don't know if the chandelier over top is setting off like really strange shadows. I know you can kind of see it on the wall behind me. But I have sunlight, or light, there's no sun, but light coming in from windows on both sides, so I'm hoping that the lighting's okay. Let me know if there's an issue with it down below. But I am going to start with the candles that I have used up. Like I said, most of these are from fall time. I think I got rid of a lot of the winter candles I had used. I just had to get rid of the jars. The first one I have here is Autumn. This is obviously from Bath & Body Works. This one is Bright Red Gallet Apple, Juicy Fig, Eucalyptus Leaf, and Fir Balsam. This is one of the ones that I continue to repurchase. I think this is one of the first ones that I started to burn in like September of last year because it is the perfect autumn day. And I think when I purchased this candle, I might have described it the same way. It just here in Michigan, we obviously get all 4 seasons, and we have 2 really big maple trees in our front yard. And when you can get the cross breeze coming through our house and everything, this is what it smells like. Not like dirt, but just like very earthy and fresh. And this is a good one. This is one I will continue to repurchase. It burned really nicely all the way down, so that was nice. I used up a mahogany teakwood. This is kind of a staple in my house. I always have one on reserve. I still have another one in a really pretty glass container that they put out for the holidays. Like I said, it's just one that I will always continue to repurchase. This is, everybody knows this scent. It's the Abercrombie & Fitch type scent. I keep this downstairs. That's kind of like our man cave, if you will. It's definitely not a man cave, but that's where our bar is and our larger screen TV. And we have a big leather sectional, so that's where we like to entertain. That's why I call it like the man cave, because that's where we watch like sporting events, and we have like our weekend get-togethers and things like that is down in our basement. So I always try to pick like a little bit more of a masculine scent. Like I wouldn't burn a floral down there. I just don't think it's appropriate. So I keep my florals and my really fruity scents up here, and then I'll burn more of like the masculine scents downstairs. So I went through one of those. Like I said, it's something that I constantly have. This is the White Barn label. The one I have downstairs, it's kind of like the ribbed glass jar. It's in like a, not really gold, but it's kind of a gold glass jar, and it's really pretty. I like to, with this candle specifically, I like to just pick like the labels that are plain. I kind of have been leaning more towards that. If they have just like a White Barn label that doesn't have like a huge picture on it like Cider Lane does or something like that, then I will lean towards that. My next candle is Cider Lane. I was so thrilled that they brought this candle back. I still have one on reserve, and I went through one. This is I think it's safe to say this is my favorite Bath & Body Works candle. Period. The only one that would be like a close runner up that they actually didn't have this year is the apple crumble, warm apple crumble or whatever it is. That one is amazing too, but Cider Lane it's so good. It's amazing. This is warm caramel, Granny Smith apple, dark brown sugar, and ground clove. I have not found any other candle that comes anywhere near this scent from any other brand. I was so thrilled that they had it. I'll be honest, I don't think it was exactly the same as the Old Cider Lane when it was in like, it was more of a burgundy wax, and the label was like a mug with hot apple cider in it. I think that was a better version of it. I do think it has been tweaked a little bit, but it's still really, really good. So I do have another one of those to save for next year in case they discontinue it again. I went through a little one of the Sparkling Pear Riesling. This smells really good. These little mason jar candles, I know a lot of people say this, they just don't have a big throw. My house is pretty open, so usually I can get away with having like one candle in my seating area that fills kind of that into the dining room area, and then I'll have a candle. Usually I can get away with like a smaller candle or a 3-wick candle in my kitchen area that will also, like, the two of those scents obviously have to blend well together. So I have this one in my kitchen, and unless I was like at the counter cooking, I honestly couldn't smell it. So I don't know how great the scent would be in like a 3-wick. I've never had this scent in a 3-wick, but I was a little disappointed in it in the mason jar. I knew it was kind of, I was taking a chance on it, and I probably should have just put it in a bathroom, because I know a lot of people have said that that's not like the greatest candle, but it's fine. The next one I used up was Maple Glazed Apples. This is one of the mainstays candles from Walmart. I love these candles. If I can't smell it now, unfortunately, it doesn't smell like anything. But if Bath & Body Works candles are a little out of budget, or you go through candles quickly and you like to change out your scents often, I would definitely suggest these. I know a lot of people love the Walnut Street or whatever. Those are really good too. I have a few of those. They're a little harder to come by, and they don't have a very wide variety of scents, whereas the mainstays ones do, and they burn really, really well. I've never had an issue with these. When I put them into like containers, like for instance, I have this here that I have on my kitchen table that I would put like one of these candles down inside, because nobody's gonna know that it's not a Bath & Body Works or a pretty candle per se. So yeah, these are really good. I have something similar to like this in my bathroom that I will stick one of these candles down in as well, so that I'm not using up my nice, like, good candles in a room that's not really frequented all that often. A candle that I did not care for, and my aunt and I just talked about this, I have never had very good luck with Yankee candles. I have bought them in different shapes and sizes, and they always end up looking like this. This candle sooted so incredibly bad. Yeah, this was just a 1-wick. It's pumpkin spice. It's a 12-ounce candle. I put this again in my kitchen. I had something else that kind of went with it, probably one of those other candles I showed you, in my living room, and it smelled good, but it made a mess. And this one actually left soot on like our backsplash is glass tiles, and I actually had to wipe them off because this sooted so bad. Like I said, I've never really had, the only ones I've had good luck with, and I believe they're the Treasures line. I think that's right. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you guys, Yankee candle people, would know what I'm talking about. Those are the only candles I've ever had good luck with. I've had like the big round ones that are 3 or 4 wick. Those have sooted like crazy. These tall 1-wick ones have. I just have never had great luck with Yankee candles, so I probably wouldn't repurchase that. Another one that I used up that I was actually, I had a little bit of a burn issue with this one at the very end, but this candle smells really good, and I would say that this one is very similar in like the authentic bakery scent as much as the warm apple crumble or the apple crumble that I was just raving about. This is the berry pumpkin strudel. I'm not usually a huge like berry scented person. It can oftentimes smell very artificial to me, but this is so good, and the wallflower was just as good. This is sweet blueberry, baked apple, blackberry, pumpkin spice, and puff pastry. And I think because it does have the apple in it, it has a pumpkin spice, so it's a little spicy, little cinnamony, if you will, and then it has the puff pastry note to it. This is just this is a good one. I would absolutely 100% repurchase that one as well. Fall candles, I say this and I kind of like go through them. Fall candles are probably my favorite, but I do really enjoy like the florals. I will say this past winter, and this might be why I didn't save a lot of my like Christmas candles, is because nothing really wowed me this year. I didn't feel like, I wasn't overly amazed with some of them, or most of them. The next one I used up is Vanilla Bean. Again, this is the White Barn. Like I said, I like to pick just the White Barn labels if I can, and this is in really pretty frosted glass. This one is just, it's so good and fresh, and this reminds me of my mom's house. My mom is notorious for burning vanilla scented candles. She burns a lot of like coffee and espresso scented things. The Harry and David's candles, you guys, if you've ever had those, there's one, it's Moose Tracks, and then there's a coffee one. I think it's like mocha something. Oh my goodness, you guys, they are so good. The Harry and David's candles she gets from Home Goods or like TJ Maxx, and I guess they come in a box. I have to keep my eyes out for those because they are amazing. So I do think this is a good one. This is a staple. I don't have another backup of that, but I would definitely repurchase. My camera is blinking at me, so I have to get moving here. Oh, I have a broken glass in here. This one's Sicilian Orange. I think I burned this at the end of last summer. This is sun-drenched Italian grows sweetest and juiciest pears that inspire this glamorous citrusy blend of orange, Sicilian bergamot, sun-kissed lilies, and mandarin blossom. This is a really old candle. I was actually gifted this last Christmas, and I'm pretty sure it came out of a stockpile, which is okay. It was something that I know what line this came from because I have an espresso candle from this line still, because it's a $20 candle. So this one was really pretty. I don't know if you can see that, but that wick got, can you see that? It got really weird. It like wouldn't burn down, so it's like knotted in there. I don't know if you guys can see that. It just got really weird. But other than that, this candle burned perfectly. It was a really good one. I really liked that. If they came out with something like that again, I'd probably repurchase it. I went through a Glade candle. I couldn't even tell you what this was. Oh, this was the vintage candle. Again, it's sooted. I would not repurchase those. Did not like. This one was probably one of my favorite candles, and I will 100% be like stocking up if they bring this candle back. Again, the White Barn, this is on the red label. Because it's wine cellar, I actually burn this downstairs. This is fragrant fruit, red fruits, rare patchouli, and a touch of saffron to your home wine list. Oh, this turned me on to patchouli. This smells, if my house could smell like this 100% of the time, it would. This reminds me of like a big, like old, like Tudor style home, a lot of like mahogany or a lot of like deep rich wood like throughout like bookcases and things like that. I don't know, that's just what this smells like to me. There's a specific neighborhood in Michigan that this is what I picture those houses smelling like, and it's amazing. I really hope they bring this one back because I will be stocking up. I loved that candle. Another one that I used up was Baja Cactus Blossom. On cold, this one smells so good. It's fresh and fruity and spa-like, and it's beautiful. I remember this not having a great throw on it though. This is cactus flower captured into fresh white flowers, green cactus stems, and sun-kissed coconut. Like I said, on cold it was amazing, but when I started burning it, it just didn't have a great throw, which was a little unfortunate because I was really looking forward to burning that one. I don't know that they came back with that one for this year. The last, oh, I have one more, but this is limoncello. This is obviously just bright lemon. Italy's beloved drink, limoncello, with its notes of Sorrento lemons, cane sugar, and its hint of lemon zest. It's a sweet lemon, so it doesn't smell exactly like Pledge. It's a little on the pledgier side. This is another one I didn't think it had like the greatest throw. I figured this one would be so over the top, powerful, like strong, and it really wasn't. So in that sense, I was a little disappointed because I felt like it wasn't as strong as I had expected it to be, but it was decent. And the last candle I have, which is actually broken in here, so I'm going to need to be really careful, is Party Dress. I remember really liking this one. This is Orchid Petals, White Peony, Soft Jasmine. This was from, not this past holiday season, but the season before, I believe. It was good. I think they came back out with it last year. I just didn't repurchase it because I still had one. Yeah, it's good. I would probably repurchase this. I remember this one not being super strong either. I don't know if my expectations are really high on these candles or what, but they're just not seeming as strong, a lot of them, as like I would really hope they were. But yeah, that is the last of the candles that I had used up over the past only Lord knows how long. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will be back with another video soon. Bye guys!